Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady and the principal owner of Everett Tax Solutions, where we help you win the tax game. Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday. And when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the small business community. Okay, so it's all over the news. It's all over social media talking about the stimulus package. Okay. Let me just say that there is a lot in this current bill. It's called what is this thing called? The Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021. Okay. And in the Senate pages, the way that they actually print this stuff is like 5,500 pages long. In regular print, it probably wouldn't be that long, but still 5,500 pages. Even if you shrink that down, there's still got to be about 3,000 pages. So there's so much in this bill. And really, what Americans are really concerned about is what's going on with these stimulus payments. So as I create content around this bill, as it relates to businesses and all of that, it's going to be in bite-sized pieces because there is so much that is going on with this. So today we're talking about stimulus payments and the PPP loan program. All right. So stimulus payments, $600 are going to adults, $1,200 married filing joint, $600 for dependents under age 17. So college students do not apply. Adult dependents do not apply to this as well. So that's what it is. And the income limitations, $75,000 for single, $150,000 married filing joint, and $112,500 for head of household. Over that, it starts to phase out. I think 5% per thousand, something like that, until it phases out completely. So it is based on your 2019 tax return, or if you receive certain like retirement income or something. So if you did not file your 2019 tax return, I don't know what to tell you at this point, but it's based on your 2019 tax return. And don't try to run out and file a 2019 tax return right now, because the IRS is shut down for e-file, and mailing is not going to do anything either. Because from what I've read, these payments must be issued by January 15th of next year. So there you go. It's got to be out by January 15th. It's based on your adjusted gross income for your 2019 return. Whoo, child. All right. So I really want to talk about the PPP loan stuff. Okay. There will be additional PPP funding, but there are some new qualifications. Okay. So first of all, you have to have 300 employees or less. Okay. You must also be able to show not less than a 25% reduction in gross revenues from one quarter to the next. And if you received a PPP loan before, you have to show that you have used or will use all of that PPP loan before you get another one. Now, the big topic, of course, was deductibility of expenses. Before this Consolidated Appropriations Act, those expenses were not tax deductible, but this act changed that. So not only do you get your PPP loan forgiven for qualified expenses, but you also get to deduct those covered expenses, and the loan is the forgiven amount is not counted as income. Woo woo. Okay, that's a win. Which is sweet. Okay. So then the other thing that with the PPP loan, of course, is with the EIDL, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Advance. The way it was prior to this act being passed is that when you paid back your PPP loan, any of that idle advance that you got had to be repaid. But that is not the case now. It has been repealed. So that means that if you got the got the idle advance, the 1,000 per employee, if you receive that, you will not have to pay that back. So if you have gotten your forgiveness already and you had to pay that back, you need to go back to your lender and adjust your application so that you can get that money that you paid back, get it back. Okay, I got a question, and I want to answer this because I got questions about the stimulus payment for babies born in 2020. It is based on your 2019 tax return. So whatever is on there, that's what you get. Okay. And exactly, it's going to be an advance on a tax credit. So exactly which year, I'm not really sure because there's a lot of legalese in these bills. Okay, it's very difficult to read and put into English. But anywho, so back to this PPP and also the pandemic unemployment assistance, the PUA, the additional federal unemployment has been extended, but it's $300 and it's good for 11 weeks. I want to say it's like middle of March or something like that. But here's the deal with the forgiveness as well as this pandemic unemployment. Your documentation has to be right. There is language in here that specifies what you have to be able to prove in order for you to receive this forgiveness, in order for you to receive this funding, because it's still, the unemployment is still open to self-employed, but you have to be able to prove self-employment or the intent to be self-employed. I had someone reach out to me who, said, hey, the state is asking me for an independent contractor agreement. I'm like, okay, I didn't hire you, so I can't help you with that. But they're asking to see this documentation. They're also asking for documentation to show that your payroll. So even for sole proprietors, you have to be able to produce evidence that you actually paid yourself. So this is where those canceled checks, when I tell you to write checks from your business to you to pay yourself, this is where those canceled checks would really come in handy, because that shows where the money came from, who the pay to the order of is, the date, etc. Okay, so so that's it on the pandemic unemployment, the PPP, and the stimulus updates. Whew. Now they are going to be doing these direct deposit. We also know that the last stimulus payment was an absolute debacle. Please, oh, please, oh, please, do not call your tax professional. They do not have your money. That's the government, but it is supposed to be by direct deposit again. And so hopefully, especially with the last, round of stimulus, that, everybody's banking information is updated. And that's the long and short of it. Okay. For these specific topics, is there more in this bill? Absolutely. Like I said, it's 5,500 pages. Does it all have to do with business? Maybe, maybe not. But as we flesh more of it out, more of the legalese, and really get to what this means, there will be more to come. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all this because I thought this was, I don't know. I just find humor in all these things. So I was scrolling through and I saw that they allocated additional funding for searching for people who have not paid child support. And so, just like with the last one, if you have overdue child support, I don't believe that you will get this stimulus payment either. So I'll confirm that, but I don't think so. So yeah, but they've also, like I said, they've allocated funding to investigate people more. Look at there. All right, guys. So like I said, there's a lot in here. I will, come back to you as I get more so we can put it in plain English, help you understand what it means. But if nothing else, please get your documentation together and file your taxes on time. Okay. Those two things. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.